So the far left, and that's what his opponent is in this race, a far left Democrat who's out of touch with Tennessee values and says in her own words she hates Nashville, okay? Hates country music. I mean, that's who he's running against.
Mr. Lead by the Bible. Seems that he's no different than anybody else. He just does what works in that moment. But will it work this time? Nashville, Tennessee. That's where the speaker was. He ain't Trump. And I think Matt Van Epps may need Trump to pull this one out. Why? So he checks all the right boxes for MAGA. I mean, he is the best that MAGA has to offer. He's from West Point, decorated guy, sophisticated guy, checks the immigration outrage and populist outrage. But he's running against somebody who is representative of the new populist movement that may have even more outrage, okay? A young progressive woman named Aftyn Behn. Many are calling her the AOC of the South, and not necessarily for good reason in this battle of MAGA versus MEGA. Why? Because I don't know that you call it baggage anymore, but she was a defund the policer. And she said a lot of ugly things about the system, but are they considered as ugly in a changing political environment where now the word socialist is not the kryptonite that it once was, at least not for the left? Trump won the district by 22 points. Why is this race a statistical tie? And does the outcome matter as a window into the midterms? Let's ask two members of Congress, one from Tennessee, Republican Chuck Fleischmann, and Democrat Jill Tokuda. It's good to have you both. I hope Thanksgiving was good. Chuck, what's your read on this?
Van Epps wins easily. He's had the Trump endorsement in the primary. The district is solidly red. It does have a small portion of Nashville, which is Democratic. But if you look at the counties, Montgomery County, Williamson County, and if you look at the two candidates, Van Epps will win this with ease. It really will not be all that close. It is a special election. Behn is a radical leftist, but she's passionate. The Dems will come out. There's just not enough Dems to win it in this district. It's a solid red district. Van Epps wins.
Jill has her arms folded in tacit dismissal of your point. Why is the race statistically so close, Ms. Tokuda?
I think what you're seeing here is the fact that, yes, in every state, including Tennessee, you've got your far right and you've got your far left. But right there, the majority middle, they're just struggling to get by right now, to put food on the table and keep a roof over their head. And they want straight talk. They want someone who's not going to lean on the rhetoric, not going to lean and just defer to a president, but actually figure out how they're going to make life better for them. And Aftyn is speaking to them. She's getting through to them in a very short time, if you think about it. This is a quick special election. She hasn't had years to start working on this campaign. So the fact that she's penetrated this deep and the race is this close shows us that America just wants results. America doesn't want us to just side with the president because we're with the majority. They don't want the minority to just butt their heads. They want us to work together and figure out how life can be better.
Well, I don't know about the work together. I wish you were right, Jill. I really do. But I do believe that what you guys want on your side right now, and a growing amount of American people want, Chuck, is outrage. And that's what fueled MAGA early on. The president was a brilliant messenger for it and a mascot of the MAGA movement. The question is, why aren't you concerned at all that the needle has moved from right to left about who's pissed off and wants to disrupt the system?
Well, Chris, thank you for that. Socialism is a dirty word in Tennessee and will always be. This is not New York, Philadelphia, or Chicago. The reality is this district is ruby red with the exception of a small portion of Davidson County, Nashville. The numbers will not be there for her. Her message will not resound. They could have picked a more moderate Democrat. Jim Cooper, a moderate Democrat, Blue Dog, had this district for years. He was very mainstream, actually a pretty good guy, but it was redistricted.
But she's only down 3 points.
It is a solid. No, that is not true.
He won by
that is
22.
not true. That it was one Emerson poll. Yeah, but he won by 22. This will be an 8 to 10 point race, Chris. That if you look at the polling and the early voting, 84,000 people have already voted. The Republicans ahead, and tomorrow on Election Day, Republicans will come out in Williamson County, in Montgomery County. This will be easily an 8 to 10 point win in a special election, which is odd in and of itself. But Van Epps will win. This race will not be close.
Jill, I don't think socialism is the bad word that it used to be. I don't want to defend the word. I understand how in a debate it's not easy, but I think desperation makes people a little less picky about the terms. You know what I mean? When you're looking for a hand and you're drowning, you don't really care what the person looks like who's giving you the hand out.
Republican,
Do you
Democrat,
believe?
socialist,
Go ahead.
independent. You know, I think that's my point here is we get caught up in partisan politics and labels here in Congress, but everyday people, they just want help. And if you think about Tennessee and how many people rely on Medicaid, the Affordable Care Act to get basic health insurance, how many people need supplemental support to put food on their table through EBT, SNAP. All of these things cut in the trillions of dollars. Right now, they want somebody who understands what they need. And that's Aftyn. She's showing it to them. She's proving that she's not about this party or that party. She's about helping the people of Tennessee. And quite frankly, I think it's working.
Well, we'll see. But
Chris,
I have to tell you something. You know what absolutely
when Van
works?
Epps wins.
Go ahead. Yeah?
When Van Epps wins tomorrow, Tennessee is the lowest tax debt in the country, one of the best states for business, number 1, 2, or 3. You look at the polls. Tennesseans love free enterprise. They love God. They love the Second Amendment. They love our Constitution. They will reject Aftyn Behn in abundance tomorrow, and Matt Van Epps will win this race with ease.
I don't know. You got
Just
that guy
reality in
Tim
Tennessee.
Burchett down there. There's something wrong, something off with that Tim Burchett guy. I don't know what it is exactly, but I'm worried that he's so into the UFO stuff because he came out with one of those ships, Chuck. He came out of one of those ships. Remember who said it first. Chuck, thank you very much. Jill, thank you. And I'll tell you what works.
Thanks.
You guys come on, you're in different parties, but you came here, you made the case, you didn't make it about the other side, and I respect you for that, and so does my audience. Thank you for coming on together. It's a small gesture that we need more than ever when the word of the year is rage bait. All right, we'll talk tomorrow after the race. Both of you, God bless, be well. Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.